All right, what's up, guys? Gonna do a quick video on this whole IBF rehydration clause thing. Okay, I already see some of the comments out there in the video that I recently left announcing the Jacobs and Canelo fight, and I see that other channels are actually making videos about this too. Listen, I read a few reports just now. All right, from what I'm reading, the IBF, okay, they're not enforcing this same day weigh-in for this fight because it's a unification fight. This is what I'm reading. But Canelo has it a part of the contract between those two that, hey, listen, you can't weigh in over 170 pounds. All right? I have zero issues with that. The only time I have issues with weights, as far as weights is concerned, is when you try to bring a guy down lower than the actual limit of that weight class. So when Floyd told Canelo, you have to come in at 152, when they're fighting at 154 for a 154 title, I had a problem with that, okay? When Cotto was making Daniel Gill, I believe, come down a couple of pounds below the 160 weight limit, I had a problem with that. I think Canelo and Cotto also had some kind of weight limit. You know, there's been plenty of them. We know that Adrian Broner had it with Sean Porter. I believe Manny Pacquiao had it with Cotto. I don't like when fighters bring someone down from the actual weight limit. Okay, you're giving yourself the advantage when you're doing that. So I personally believe that that's an issue. Okay, I never like when they do that. If there's a weight limit, if the contract says you can't fight over the weight limit, like a certain amount of weight, and it's at 170, we giving them 10 pounds. Those are the general IBF rules. Daniel Jacobs had to do that against Derevyanchenko. When he fought Derevyanchenko, he couldn't be over 170 on the same day weigh-in. So he did it for that fight. So for him to be contracted to do the same damn thing, I have no problem with that. Like, I have absolutely no issues with this fight whatsoever. It's a unification match against a more proven 160-pounder. Out of the two unifications available, you have Demetrius Andrade and you have Daniel Jacobs, who's done more not only in his career, but at 160, because Andrade just got there and he missed out on the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Not his fault, but I'm just saying, as far as what we have available, Daniel Jacobs have accomplished the most at 160. What do you think, you know, he could beat Canelo or not? We're not discussing that. This is about your opinion on who you think is the best at 160. As far as proven 160 middleweight fighters, he is the most proven, and he's fighting at his weight. Okay, you're fighting Daniel. You're not trying to make Daniel Jacobs come down to 154, where Canelo used to fight at. You're fighting him saying, like, listen, bro, I know what you did to Triple G. You're not going to do that shit. You're going to fight at 170, and that's it. If you go over the weight, then you have to pay up. And you have to pay up a lot. So agree to what the weight should be. Don't come in here fighting me at 190 pounds or whatever he was when he fought Triple G. And that's it. I have zero problem with that. He's fighting a top fighter, a fighter that most people wouldn't believe that Canelo would fight. I've criticized Canelo on this channel before. Okay, I didn't always think he won the fights that he got, what I believe, gets for. But I have no issues with this fight whatsoever. From what we've heard so far in the past week, I have absolutely no issues, zero issues with this fight. And it's not even a pay-per-view. So I have no issues with this fight. No complaints here. Regardless of what all this other bullshit that's going on, this is a great fight. You know, even if you think Canelo's going to knock him out or whatever, this is a great fight. And it's not pay-per-view. And there's no weight issues with me. All right? This is not cheating. Bringing a guy down from the weight limit is cheating. Working it in your favor, especially when you're not the naturally bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing this guy down You know, it's not like Canelo what he did to Chavez Jr., where they fought like at 164 when Chavez has been recently fighting at 175. He had fights at 175, and the weight limit is at super middleweight is 168. Why are you bringing them down to 164? Those are problems. But when you have a guy that's pretty much saying, hey, go up to 10 pounds, but don't go over the 10 pounds. I'm totally cool with that. You know, I think this is as fair as it could be. You know, I expect the A side, especially the big time fighters, to have certain things to work in their favor. From what I've seen, you know, and I think people got to remember, these rules are applied to both fighters. Okay? Canelo just fought at 168. He just fought Rocky Fielding, who was much bigger than him. I know he's not in his class, but Rocky Fielding was a much bigger fighter than Canelo. Okay? These rules apply to both fighters. It's not just applying to Danny Jacobs. There's no way that Canelo is cheating here. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem with the rules. I just wanted to make a video to discuss that. This fight is a great fight and the best fight that's been announced. No, I'm not working for Golden Boy. I don't even like Oscar De La Hoya. No, I'm not working for Canelo or anything. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You know what? If it's fair, all the way straight down the middle, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to give Canelo his props. And I actually think he's going to win this one. You know, I mean, I'm rooting for Daniel Jacobs, but I think Canelo, you know, is going to win this one. All right, so just wanted to make a quick video on that. Let me know what you guys think on that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.